It's another Studs and Duds video, this time for Game 75, where the Avs lost to the Columbus Blue Jackets 4-1. Given that scoreline, there are not many studs to be had in this game, but one of them has to be Chris Wagner, the Avs' only goal scorer for the night. He was a late call-up, replacing Yakov Trenin in the Avs' bottom six, and did so valiantly. A guy who has been extremely effective in the Avs' bottom six in Trenin, you really didn't miss him that much because of Wagner in this game. Obviously the goal, but he also played on the penalty kill and looked solid in the Avalanche depth. Speaking of the penalty kill, that is another stud. The penalty kill having success has been the most consistent thing about the Avalanche since the trade deadline. While other parts of their game have ebbed and flowed, the penalty kill has only given up one goal since the trade deadline and was perfect again for Colorado tonight. You can maybe sprinkle in a bit of good discipline to that penalty kill's quality too. Best penalty kill is not to be on one. And third would be the Avs shot volume, specifically the volume. The Avs put 46 shots on net tonight. Most nights, that's going to get you more than one goal. It was not the case in this hockey game, but there are other factors in that. The volume itself, pretty good stuff. You put 46 shots on a team, you're usually going to win. Moving into the duds, you go from shot volume to finishing ability. 46 shots with one goal is pretty rough. And yes, part of that conversation is the Avs getting goalied, but a lot of this conversation is the Avs' inability to put the puck in the back of the net and their shot selection. For the Avs, in often cases in this game, they took what would have been a higher danger chance, passed it up to ultimately take a lower danger shot. It's great that they still had a ton of volume, but you're not being efficient at all in that regard. Beyond that, it is as much about the shots that missed the net as it is shooting a bit above 2% in total with the ones that did hit the net. The Avs probably should have had multiple goals by simply hitting open nets in this game. Both Cale Makar and Mikko Rantanen missed opportunities to simply score a goal by throwing it into a net where the goalie wasn't, and the puck didn't end up there. Next up is the Avs power play. After finally a good night against Nashville for the power play, in this one it goes 0 for 4 and had some critical ones late in the game to get the Avs back in this one, and Colorado just wasn't able to capitalize. These weren't the worst power plays in the world. They weren't awful, failing to get any shots on goal or struggling to get into the zone, but they were not effective enough. The Avs often trying to make the perfect play instead of putting a quality puck on net, creating chaos, and doing the hard work to earn goals. Did not result in a goal that the Avs desperately needed in this game. And third would be the Avs defense's puck management. There were multiple instances throughout this game where the Avs just struggled to handle the puck, both in getting out of their own zone, but more importantly in the neutral and offensive zones where the Avs set up multiple goals for Columbus by simply whiffing on pucks. It's a bit of an anomaly in the Avs game. Usually their defense puck management is one of the best things that they have, particularly on the offensive side of the ice. But tonight, it is one of the main reasons that they lost. We'll keep this one brief and move on to the unsung hero of the game, and for me, it's Jack Johnson, the only defenseman on the Avs not to be on the ice for a goal against. I get that that's a pretty low bar, but when you lose 4-1 to a team as bad as Columbus, that is where the bar is. He was also not one who was mishandling the puck very often tonight. As I just mentioned, is one of the duds for Colorado. You watched the top-end guys, Makar, Taves, Manson, all struggle with the puck. Jack Johnson played his defensive D game and got pucks out. Did effective things. A simple game sometimes is the one that works best. What was surely a disappointing night for Colorado has now left them outside of control of their own destiny. The Avs blew 2 points that leave them in the hands of the Dallas Stars, losing a game down the stretch. It's not really good enough, is it?